Alright, so we're going to be talking about the potential global and JP banner schedule leading up to the next anniversary being at the end of November. Alright, remember, global and JP share the same anniversary timeline, just different anniversaries. For example, when JP celebrates the first annie, global celebrates the half annie, right? So every time it gets to a whole number for JP, it gets to a half annie for global. That's how it's going to work out. Now, one thing I want to mention, this is all speculative, but for the most part, it's derived from a bunch of leaks. For example, Finral paid banner, and then also, what's it called? All the leaks we have. So Third Eye Raya, Swimsuit Yami, Swimsuit Charlotte, SSR Finral, Black Divider Asta, which seems to be all the units coming out. But on the 30th, this might change. We might see more units. So just to kind of show, we got Finral, we got Black Divider, obviously, we got Vanessa, we've got this Summer Charlotte, then Lumiere maybe, then we got Raya, and obviously we got the Summer Yami, right? So this is where the Summer Charlotte and Yami thing came from, and this is where Lumiere comes from, because for the 1.5 Annie, they showed the literal skull where they unblocked Lumiere. So keep that in mind. So let's just hop right into it. This is not going to be a what should you summon on video, all right? I might do that in the future if you guys want it, but this is more so just informing you guys on the different units coming and also what they will probably do and how it's going to work. So July 30th, we get Vanessa and Zora, and then Black Divider on JP. All right, so that's number one. This is the only confirmed date we have, the only one. So that's something to keep in mind. I'd say that Vanessa Zora is a free skip. You just choose Vanessa, then you get her, you exchange for her skill page in the peace shop, and then that's it, right? That's it. You dip. Now, Black Divider on JP, amazing hype release. Now, for mid-August, this is where we start to get into it. So, Finral should be coming out on global. The reason being, well, same thing happened with Gray. They put in Gray's paid banner, she came out. Now, the next one is Finral, which would mean he should be coming out this season. Another way we could also kind of guarantee that is because there's no other normal pickup that could release right now. We don't have Raya's art, so it's not going to be Raya, which means it has to be Finral. And we just got a Fest, and we know Black Divider is not coming in Season 10, okay? Because you would have started off right here, which means that, yes, it should be Finral because there's literally no other pickup that it could be. So Finral, because also there's the paid banner, should be coming out mid-August. Now, on JP, we should be getting Charlotte and Yami because they actually did say... Let me find the actual... where is it? Yes. So, Summer Vacation Story. Right, this is for summer. And since Black Divider is there, we could imagine that Yami is going to be the next one, which would also mean that Charlotte and Yami should be releasing together. Also because they have a combo, so you'd expect them maybe to release together, right? So, those two should be coming out next. Now, another thing that also specifies that they are coming out together is this, because they've said that after season 16, where is it? After season 16, they won't be releasing, they will only be releasing 1 to 2 units, right? Here, okay? From season 16 onwards. This is season 15, which makes sense that, yeah, they might still release 3 units in season 15. So it's very precise wording there to kind of say that, yes, we're going to be getting 2 seasonals in season 15. I just want to make that clear. Now, we're kind of done with that. Charlotte and Yami are going to be great together. I'm basically just going to be informing you guys on how these units will be working, right, together. But they should be together because they have a special combo, and that's going to be very strong. They're both DPSs, so it should work well against Vanessa. That's basically the main point. We don't know how Black Divider is going to work exactly, which is a bit worrying. I really want to know, because there's certain things, like if he doesn't have immortality, I just don't see how Black Divider is going to be that crazy. I don't know. I'm a bit scared for Black Divider, but there's a lot of this kit that we're missing, so let's just hope it works out very well. But yeah, Finral also is going to be a very speedy unit, and he should be quicker than Noel because he has a very similar, similar effect where he gets, where is it? Finral's on the top, where he gets action point up, which is exactly like Valkyrie Noel, right? Valkyrie Noel gets that on her dupe 5, where she becomes the quickest unit in the game. And since Finral's a support, he should be quicker than Noel. Just kind of logic. Now, Season 11. I'm going to say this again. This is speculative, all right? I'm going to say this every time. End of August, we should be getting Black Divider. Reason being he's 2 months after Noel, all right? I mean, this, because Noel came out in Season 9, so this will be 2 months after. And it would make sense. I mean, they're going to release 1 unit there. I mean, I'm kind of chill with that. To me, this kind of does make sense, right? This does make sense. I mean, there's not really much to say there. It just fits. It fits. So, you know, that's why I would say skip most of Season 10 / skip Vanessa Zora. You're going to get a lot of pulls. And with that, you're going to be able to kind of save them for Black Divider. I mean, Black Divider Asta is Black Divider Asta. Who the fuck doesn't want this guy, right? Who doesn't want this guy? So, to me, this is kind of a banner a lot of you guys are going to go for. And then on JP, why I'm saying Funeral is because they still need to release Funeral Vanessa. So, these two units are going to come out at some point. And the thing is, okay, wait, yeah, I didn't put it, but anyway, why does this also make sense for Season 16? It won't be hype, no. They're already going to be out on global. For JP, they're already going to know how they work, but the thing is, there's 2 game modes coming out in Season 16, right? We're getting 2 game modes. We're getting the Infinite Trials game mode, and then we're getting a daily game mode where you have to try and nuke the boss every single day with boosted units. So, with different boosted units. So, like, it's going to be hype Season 16, but not because of the units, which is great. That is honestly a big W, right? To me, that's a W. Now, mid-September, we should be getting Charlotte Yami. This is probably going to be the last time Gateway of Destiny ever exists, which is unfortunate, but it's how it is. And then also another thing that says they're here is because seasonals are mid-month when Fest releases. So that's kind of what I would say. Now, we also have the new Julius skill page that is kind of nowhere in the equation for Global. I have no idea how they're going to slot it in because Global doesn't really have these gaps really. But this skill page is very good and basically makes Julius guaranteed S+, right? So to me, I feel like Season 11 would make sense. Maybe they do Black Divider, then a week later Julius. I don't know how they're going to do that, but just expect Julius's skill page to come out in Season 11 or Season 12. I guess. I don't know. Like, I really don't know when it's going to come out, but just remember that Julius's skill page is going to come out at some point, okay? Just want to make that clear. Now, you don't need it, right? Because what? There's 3 attackers in Season 11, so it's like, okay, Julius. And then it's like, okay, Zora. Like, there's so many different DPSs that it's not like you need Julius's skill page, but it is there, right? It is there. Now we go down to Season 12 on Global, okay? This one is a bit weird. This is going to be very weird, right? I said Season 12 and 13 can be the reverse, okay? And I'll tell you why. Now remember, this is all speculative. End of September should be... It might be Halloween, right? It might be Halloween end of September. Now, they've done this before on JP, where end of September we got a Halloween season. Noelle and Charmy came out at the end of September. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. So another thing is that it should be 1 unit, right? It should be 1 unit. Because now we're kind of entering the time where it's probably going to be 1 unit. So that's kind of one thing that I do want to kind of mention. Now, it is possible, because remember, they said they were going to scrap seasonals. So it's possible that they are going to scrap seasonals around this time. But I just want to say that I have no idea if that is actually the case. Now, one thing I can confirm is that it's going to be a fest on JP, right? Well, confirm. Should be. It is 2 months but after Black Divider, and it would make sense, right? It would make sense. It would allow them to do 1 unit while still being hype. Now, I said it was going to be Spirit of Zephyr, okay? I said it was going to be Spirit of Zephyr. I mean, we already have his full model in-game. So, Spirit of Zephyr, right? So, that's something I do want to kind of make clear, right? We have his model in game. We have him with the sword and everything. So it would be pretty simple for them to do that, all things considered. So like for me, JP makes sense. This one almost guaranteed. So Fest, Spirit of Zephyr, and then Halloween, right? 2 weeks before Halloween too. But on Global, we have to go down to really get info on this. So Season 12 and 13 to me can be reversed either or. Now, why is that? Well, let's look at it. No matter what, there's going to be a Fest coming out before Anniversary. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, to me, either we get Fest, Spirit of Zephyr, at the same time as JP in end of September, or we get it end of October. No matter what, we're getting a Fest right next to Anniversary. Or we're getting a Fest next to a festival. So, it's either we get it next to Black Divider or the Anniversary Fest. So, what I want to make clear is that this is not something we should be surprised about. It happened for Hafani, but in the opposite order. We got Yuno, and then a month later we got Noelle. This time it's happening a month before. But this is the last time it's going to happen, because then afterwards, by Annie, we should technically be synced, right? We should be synced. All things considered, I think. It's a bit hard to tell, but no matter what, we're going to either be synced up completely, or they're going to flip the units, right? Because as you can see here for season 12, I put Raya, where on JP it comes out here. So it's going to be very interesting how they end up doing this. But either in season 12 we get Yuno, or we get a Halloween unit end of September. All right, just want to kind of make that very, very clear. My guess is that it's going to be like this. I think they are fine. In my opinion, it's going to be better if they do this. People will be more happy with them if they do 2 units in season 12 and then do a fest in season 13. And why does this also work? Because it would be the only unit released in season 13. Right? That's going to make it pretty good for Garena to get some brownie points for them. Now, Raya should be coming out, right? Raya should be coming out, and it would make sense. I think to me this makes sense. I mean, they released Vanessa first, and they're going to release Finral first, I think. So that would also mean that Raya releasing first, that wouldn't be that off base. And why does this also make sense? Okay, let's think about this. No matter what, the Fest, Spirit of Zephyr, or whoever the Fest is, it might not be Spirit of Zephyr, but whoever the Fest is going to be hyped no matter what. But Raya coming out first, as he is not as hype of a unit, would make the most logical sense, because that would make them more money if it comes out to global first. But no matter what, it's a fest, so they're going to make money on Spirit of Zephyr or whoever it is. So releasing the unhyped quote-unquote units first on this schedule until they are fully synced up, if they do get synced up, would make logical sense, okay? And why does this also make sense? Because they get to test out the fest before it comes out, but these are pickups. These are normal units, so it doesn't matter as much. So to me, I would say that season 12 and season 13 on global is going to work out like this, due to the fact that no matter what, this fest is going to make them money, but they're going to make more money from Raya and the Halloween unit if, or whatever the seasonal is, if they come out first on global, because there's going to be more hype to them on global. So that's kind of how I see the thing working out. Now, we could see there should be a second skill page here. My guess, because they say 1 to 2 units. And because this is right before anniversary, I feel like releasing a skill page instead of an actual unit, to me, makes the most amount of sense. So mid-November, we should be getting on global probably rerun, skill page, and then like second skill page. So that's kind of how I would say fest, I would say, yeah, fest, second skill page here too. So at this point, like we pretty much sync up again, right? Like no matter what you say, end of October, everyone has all the units, right? So that, I just want to make it clear that like we are synced up in a very weird way. It's just that they're playing around with the unit releases, so that global technically has more hype to it, right? That's kind of how it's going to be. So this is kind of like maximizing the amount of money they're going to make in a way. But I guess syncing up would also just do the same thing. So I'm not really sure what they're going for. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. It's just a bit odd. I don't know. I really don't know what they're kind of playing at. But I guess they want to give time for people to know what the fests look like. So I guess this is how it's going to be. And then we go to first anniversary on global and 1.5 Annie on JP. And the fest should be Lumiere, right? It should be Lumiere. Reason being, I mean, we already talked about it. But, where is it? This, right? It just screams Lumiere. So that's basically the whole schedule. Not really much more to say. I think this, the way that I kind of broke it down kind of makes sense to me. Let me know if it makes sense to you. I kind of just wanted to give you guys the info on this and how this should be playing out. But yeah, starting season 12, we should only be getting a max of 2 units. So that's kind of unfortunate, but probably fortunate for some people who are complaining about not enough currency. But that's basically it. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, this is completely speculative, but I think this is how it's going to play out.